it's raining. And it's raining heavily. So I have had to prioritise getting the bales in. I was actually going to use an auto stacker to clear these, but I thought, nah, I'll just use the telehandler. It'll be much cheaper that way. And it doesn't make me look as lazy. I'm not saying that auto stackers are lazy, because they definitely are not, but we don't have that many bales here. So I think many people would have probably seen it as just taking the easy option. So yeah, let's get these bales, the last 4, put onto the trailer. And, well, we need to get them into the shed. They're getting absolutely soaked. They're getting really, really soaked. But I've been reading comments from previous episodes, and I do make notes. I have a notepad just for Farming Simulator, and I make notes on what people tell me. So, among these notes, I do have some locations of some more collectibles which I have not yet found. And it turns out I've actually driven past all 3 of the ones I have written down. Admittedly, 2 of them are very hidden, so I can totally see why I didn't see them. But one of them is out in the open, and I have no idea why I didn't see it. I guess it was just the speed that I was going, because it was with the train. It's on the train line. So anyway, yes, we'll get the last 2. Get these popped on. We'll probably put this one on the left-hand side of the final bale. And actually, it's only just over a full load that we have here. The trailer, I've been working really, really hard to get that trailer looking good. Yep, it's taken a bit of time to actually do that, meaning the bales are getting even wetter, but not to worry. It's alright, they don't actually rot away or anything, they don't decompose. I think it would be nice to have that feature, but of course it wants to be a feature which you can turn off, because sometimes you just don't want to have the nuisance of rotting bales. But at the same time, for anybody who is trying to play super realistically or trying to roleplay or something like that, it's always nice to have that feature. Just like seasons in FS19. Okay, we're done. I'll just throw some straps over those. We'll attach to the trailer. And, well, it depending on if we can actually get into the shed, I will put this whole trailer of bales into the shed. If I can't get in, then we'll remove those top 2, and hopefully we can then get in without any issues. It is quite a tall shed, so I'm totally expecting just to be able to drive in. And also this is full speed. Yeah, that is a heavy load for the Merlot. Yeah, I pushed this poor thing really hard. But I'm pleased that I do have it, and I'm so pleased that it did pop up in the sale. So early on as well, like episode 2 I think it was. It really was quite a miracle. So it is September, and this means that we do need to start drilling our fields. Well, I say our fields, there's only one. We only have, well, we do have that one, but that one doesn't count because that's a paddy field. So yes, that field needs to be done with wheat or canola, or I could do barley. I'm probably going to do canola. That is close. And yes, I have totally thought about getting out. Seriously, I have totally thought about getting out. I'm just going to put it into here, like that. It's undercover, and that should give me the space to manoeuvre. That's the good thing about these telehandlers, they are 4-wheel steer, and you can crab with them as well. So you can really get into some very tight places. But that has sorted that problem out. We now have undercover straw bales. Yes, they're in balaclavas. So yeah, the drilling obviously is going to have to wait until later in this day. I'm really hoping it's going to dry up. It should do. But as you can see, it's looking rather wet. It really is looking rather wet. So what we'll do is we'll go and find these collectibles in question. I think to be realistic about it, let's actually rent the train, which amazingly is right here. The timing. That timing is phenomenal. I did request it. I'm not too sure if it's going to let me get into it though before it reaches its stopping location over there. I will try and jump into it. Yep, okay, good. So we can accelerate again. Yeah, this is just so I'm not running down the line in a very illegal way, I guess. It wouldn't look very legal if I do just go running down the line. So instead we're going to do something which is probably even more dangerous, and we're going to stop the train and we're going to jump out to get the collectible. Now, I mustn't miss it. I have missed it twice already. I must not miss it. It's on the left hand side, next to an electrical box, or maybe it's a signal box or something like that. Some kind of box, yeah, like that one just there. I haven't actually looked at it in detail, I just know where it is. So the reason why I'm quite desperate to find these 3 today is because we do need to get money quite quickly, and I also, it's a new idea of mine, I want to get horses. Because I think if we look after some horses, and we train them, and we keep their hygiene good, we can actually make a pretty serious amount of money. It must be the next box, let me just keep this going. Nope. Well, it can't be too far from here. Ah, here it is. I can see it. There is a collectible. So again, thank you to everybody who has been pointing these out to me. Very handy. We've got 15 more to find. So I will just send this train off to the edge of the map, and then that should return it. Of course, it will have cost us a few pounds, but nothing in comparison to the £10,000 that we have just made from finding that collectible. So that is one of them. The other one is on the viaduct for the traffic over there, the dual carriageway. The other one is also next to the dual carriageway near plot 72. To find them, we should probably take a truckload of beams and planks to the temple, and then we can just come back that way. What I'm not going to do is just teleport to those locations, because that's just making it too easy. Okay, so there we go. Cost us £40 to find a £10,000 collectible. I think that's worth it. Right, so yes, here is our truck. We might need to use the trailer as well. If we do, I'll reconfigure it. Let me just think. Yes, we will. We'll load up both. So we've done loading up so many times before, so I will just time-lapse it. I'm sure you don't want to sit through 10 minutes of me loading up a trailer. But let's just quickly throw that into the workshop. We will customize it, we'll drop the sides, yep, that's perfect, and yep, that means we're now ready to load with beams, planks, mushrooms, and it looks like we do have 3 pallets over there of kimchi. Hooray! Was that an overreaction to the kimchi? Maybe. Right, okay. Oh, before I do this actually, I do want to try something out. I better save the game first. Also, many people have suggested creating a paddy field about 2 meters squared. This is so we can get water. You do have to have either a crop or a cultivated area in that area. So I've never actually made one of these before. Oh, where am I? Where am I? So it just needs to be, I don't know if it's going to let me do it here. Yeah, this would have been the ideal place. Maybe I can. It's just it's too close. The corners are too close. We could do a triangle. So if we put this here, it doesn't need to be big, but it does need to be big enough. So, is that good enough? Yep, that's good enough. So that might already be. Oh, yeah. I think when you build a new one, it's already pre-cultivated and pre-limed as well. So you've got lime to make the pH perfect. Obviously, we don't care one bit about lime for this particular field because it's actually not going to be used as a paddy field. It's going to be used as a well. So just flood that. This is going to fill it with water. It's just going to be like a pond. It should actually look like a pond because it's got no crop growing in it, and then we can just refill from here. I also do have an intention of removing this paddy field. I don't think we need it anymore. We'll keep those 2 down there because they're very small, but this one here I would like to turn into a different field. We can also expand it to here. I think that'd be a good thing to do. So if we just give that, how long will it take? A few minutes to fill up? We can't pass too much time because we do need to do the drilling today. There we go, so we're filling the pond up. We filled the pond up. That's lovely. And that is going to be what we use to refill our tanker. Mostly for the greenhouses, but we do need water for animals as well. It doesn't look particularly clean water, but we'll just have to say that it is. I think it's a well, that sort of thing. I probably wouldn't go as far as saying it's a natural spring. It looks fairly stagnant, but anyway. Of course, yeah, we do need to drive into it. I just forgot. Yeah, we need to drive actually into the water. And there we go. Refilling. It's the tanker's very own personal puddle. First stop, the market. So this is where we're going to be selling the, well, everything actually except for the wooden products. We do need to unstrap for things to sell, so there we go, everything unstrapped. Not bad at all, not bad money. We'll restrap. And I'll see you at the temple. We are going to be continuing to deliver cement products to the temple, but before I do, I just need to make sure we have enough money for our own farm. Luckily we do get paid some money back when we deliver products, so, well, really what I want to do is I want to find these collectibles, then we need to take this truck over to the warehouse and we'll leave it there, hopefully, and then we can get back to the tractors at the farm. But I haven't actually checked the weather forecast, so I don't know when it's going to stop raining. I hope it's going to stop fairly soon. But before we do anything else, let's go and find those two collectibles. I have made, like I said, I've made 2 quick notes. I think all we have to do really is get over to the warehouse somewhere. Actually, is it the port? Maybe it's the port where you join the dual carriageway. Possibly. Yeah, it's, well, we can probably join it here as well. We can. Okay, so we can join it here. And I just need to remember exactly where they are. They might actually be quite close to here. Where am I? Now we need to go through the tunnel where it's not raining, thankfully, and the rain does not settle on the road. The road is not wet inside the tunnel. That's great to see. But yes, plot 72. It's not on the road. Off the road, somewhere to the right. I'm going to have to stop here in a fairly precarious place. Where was it? Just done exactly what you shouldn't do on a dual carriageway, and that is to just get out and run across it. But I have found this very hidden one. It's extremely hidden. I'm causing a bit of a traffic jam. The other one is further in front, that is plot 21. And that is actually on the viaduct. So that must be, we're in plot 21 now, it must be visible. I can see it, it's over there. Yep, I can see it. We will have to fly up here to get it. Yeah, you'd have to drop down otherwise off the road. But there we go. Oh, it's left an indentation. So we only have 13 more to find. Yep. Okay. Notepad closed. Thank you, everybody. And yes, if you do know of any more which I've missed, please do comment down below. Oh no! A big red X! It goes to the city, apparently, but oh dear. Okay, we're back on the right track. Let's head over to the warehouse. We're going to leave this at the warehouse, and then hopefully, closer to the end of the episode, I can get it loaded up with some cement. It's not going to be cheap, but thankfully, yeah, the collectibles there have helped a great deal. I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous episode, but I did actually boost all of my draw distance settings to maximum, 200%. So yeah, I think this is pretty much as good as it gets. It's not bad though, is it? It's not bad at all. But I have heard from those on console that they have been having a few issues, and say about 30 frames per second is the max. And somebody even said it didn't even look like the same game. They said it's like a different game. So I can't comment because I've never played it on console. I am and always have been a PC gamer, so yeah, that's just what I've heard. The traffic does turn around up here, so I mustn't park in their turning area. I will probably just park over here. Yeah, we'll just go out of the way. Should be fine there. Yep, so the rain is not great. Let's check the weather forecast. It's going to rain... Oh, it's stopping. It's going to stop around midday. So let's just speed up the time. Well, we don't even need to speed up too much because I still have preparations to do. What I need to do really is grab the drill. I want to sell our drill because we'd be much better off renting a bigger one until we can afford to buy a bigger one. Ah, that's better. That's much nicer. The sunshine! You can't beat the sunshine. Wonderful. We've got 9 litres of seed in there, better take it out. Every litre counts, we can't go wasting it. Before I do head off though, let's just check the sales. Do we have one in the sale? There is a... Is it a planter? Cedar? It is a cedar. Oh, no, that is a planter. But that's only got a maximum width of 4 metres. So we don't really want that. So let's just head off to the store and we'll get a direct drill. We do have a seed bag down there. I think we've got fertiliser up here, don't we? Oh, I don't know now. Well, there's no harm in buying a bit more. I think we do have a bit of fertiliser here. Oh, and I'll also reconfigure the tractor to have wide tyres. We'll probably hardly get any money for this drill, but it's had quite a lot of use. Okay, so it's worth... Okay, it probably is worth more to keep then. £1,633. I will just repair it. It didn't improve the price, that's annoying. Right. Okay, so... yes, we'll keep it. We'll probably never use it. But yeah, we're making a loss if we solve that. There's something broken there, I think. Unless they've changed it up to 25. Because in 22, if you repaired something, you got that money back. Same with repainting. But it looks like in 25, you probably don't. Interesting. I will keep repairing our Matthew Ferguson tractor. It needs to be repaired. We're not going to repaint it though, because that's crazy. It's brand new. Yeah, so we need to put the BKT wide tyres on. There we go. We've already paid for them, so they're free. And we will rent something a little larger. So into seeding, we do need seeders. It was the Bednar which I was aiming for. It does require 240 horsepower and our field is quite steep. So that is problematic. That one is 4 metres. No point going for that though because it's smaller than the one we're getting rid of. The only difference is it's direct drill. Okay. So yes, I'm just going to try it and hope for the best. Worst comes to the worst, we'll have to only drill going downhill. I know that's crazy. Well, I suppose worst comes to the worst, we rent a bigger tractor. Yes, we'll just rent one. So, no, we'll keep everything standard. Yep, keep it all standard. £6,196. It is going to be a canola field, so it should be good. Should be a good profit. Yep, we're still in the planting season just, so I was just in time. Yeah, I can't believe this seed drill is worth so little. And repairing it, putting all that money into it made no difference at all. I can't help but feel ripped off. Right, okay, so we've got our seed. We will put this seed in. We're going to need more than that though. Do we need... Oh. Do we need the telehandler? That's annoying. We've got the forklift, but I don't think it's going to be able to reach. And it doesn't seem to want to let me fill from here. That's weird. Yep, that's not going to reach. So, let's just go over here. There's always something, isn't it? It's never easy. Let's just go over here. I will reverse back a little bit further. I'm right on top of it. So no, it's not going to work unless we put it in there with a telehandler. So in that case, what we will do is we will purchase probably 2 bags of fertilizer and at least 1 more bag of seed, probably 2, because even if we don't need it here, we'll use it somewhere else. It's always going to come in handy. Nope. And we'll go and grab the telehandler. It's just not going to work. So you do need a telehandler then to use. And oh, of course, if you unfold it, but then it's going to be miles away. I'll just try it. I'll open it up. Here we go. Yes, okay, so it does work if you do it that way. It does want the cover actually opening, but we are now full enough. I can change our crop to canola. There we go. Fold that up. Close the lids. Somehow. Close cover N. We need to unfold it first. Okay. Cover's closed. Steering assist. 1 headland. Show lines. Work direction could be improved. Not like that though. What's 85%? Probably 90%. Yep, that's probably good. Okay. Let's see how well this tractor performs going uphill with a drill which is too big for it. Fully serviced. So this really is as good as this tractor gets. It's also only got 9 hours on the clock, but it is only a 210 horsepower tractor and the drill wants 240. And that's a tree, which I'm not going to crash into. It does get a little bit steeper than this, but I don't want to speak too soon. No, let's just get to the top. Let's get it to the top, and then I will say those few words which I always make the mistake of saying too early. Yes. Well, this corner here is extremely challenging. This is as steep as it gets. When we go around this corner, that's the most challenging part of the field. Let's see if it can do it. And I would usually use a worker to do the drilling in this field, but now that we have a direct drill which is 6 meters wide, I think I can do it myself. And it'd be good to save the money. Yep, it has done it. It has done it. It's doing well. Bit of wheel slip, but that really is to be expected. Also, I probably should go up and down first, but now we're on the headland. I've just finished the headland. It doesn't make any difference at all in the game, so it doesn't matter. Right, this is going to be one fast time lapse. Let's get field number 32, which I have made even bigger, drilled with canola. Well, I did sort of have a change of plan now. I was going to do the rice harvesting. I have done one field, but the worker was letting me down a bit because it chose a different course. So yeah, I have in the end still done the drilling. I would do this tidying up over here off camera in just a second, but I do just have that one other paddy field to do. Once we've done that, I will get the trailer attached to this tractor and we'll go and take that rice straight to the sell point. I know that we can put it into our preserved food factory. Looks like it's probably not worth it, so we're just going to get the money today. The price is going to be very good, so it's going to be worth doing that. And then we are going to do two things. We're going to get the cement required for the temple, even if it's not all of it. We might not have the money for all of it, but we'll have enough for some. So we'll do that, and we're also going to get horses. We might only start with one horse, but we are going to eventually fill the paddock. I think it's 9. I think there's 9, a capacity of 9 in the stable, which I'm going to buy. But that is a long-term goal, obviously. And they do actually come, when you buy a horse, they do have names automatically. They're automatically named, but you can change them. And I think it'd be great fun to get some suggestions for names, and then I can make this a bit more interactive. We can have votes, and yeah, then we can really just do this so that you, the viewer, can decide what the horses, what the animals are going to be called, because we're going to get a dog as well. We'll probably get the dog in the next episode. We're going to get horses. Well, we're going to get a horse today. I will name the first one, but we're going to get loads. And yeah, we'll get 8 named by you. I'm also just drilling this, aren't I? As I ramble on. Yeah. So you can name 8. I'll name 1. The first one is going to be called Dave. Dave the horse, because why not? I think it's just hilarious. We don't need to go for stupid names. You can do if you want to. Obviously, at the end of the day, whichever the majority vote is for is the name we'll go for. Just nothing rude. We just won't go with anything rude. So yeah, please do make some suggestions down below. Obviously, Dave is taken. We don't need 2 Daves. I think 1 Dave is plenty. But anyway, next episode, it will still be September. I'm going to keep hold of this drill. Hopefully we can contract somebody else's field. We can get this just working in the background, making money for us. For now, I'm going to put it here. I might also, like I said, I might also just get rid of this paddy field and plough it, make it bigger, and then drill this as well with canola, because we are going for a canola year. But yeah, we're 52% full. That paddy field there is smaller, so it looks like we're going to get less than 1 full combine tank load of long grain rice, which means it will fit very comfortably into the trailer. Yeah, because my initial idea was just to leave the worker going in that field, and then I was going to do these fields because I realised that a worker would be a pain with the combine in a field of this size. It would just be forever turning around, costing us a lot of money. But then, yeah, it decided to go on that different course, which, I don't know, we might have been able to correct it, although I think it is preset, the angle that it goes at. Let me just double check that. Yeah, so we can choose the work direction for steering assist, but you can't for a worker, so it's always going to go a different way. Unless, of course, you can match that same angle, but I don't know what the angle is. But I think, yeah, we're going to keep doing rice. We'll put long grain rice and standard rice in these 2 paddy fields, but it is time for a change up there. Because all that grassland, all the grass headland is not being used at all. It's a waste. We might as well just turn it into a combinable field, cereal crop, and we can make the most of every bit of land, because clearly we can't afford more land. Land is so expensive in this game. Like, land in the UK is expensive, but it's nothing compared to land in this game. This game is kind of crazy. The land prices are almost what you'd pay with like if you had planning permission for a house to be built in real life. So yeah, it's a shame it's so expensive, but it does make it challenging. Just did a few calculations. Actually, I take that back about what I said. The land is in some ways similar to expensive parts of the UK, but yes, when you take into account that a lot of the land here is just rock faces and forests, it's not prime agricultural land, that's what makes it expensive per acre. Okay, so we're almost done here. we'll just go up and then down, and then I think I left the trailer at the silo, so we'll go and grab it from the silo. 80% full. I'm not actually disappointed at all though with what we've got, because these are only very small paddy fields. Maybe one day we'll make a massive paddy field. It would make everything so much easier too, all the turning around that we have to do with these ones. It would be interesting just to go for one massive one. But there we go, rice harvest over, and indeed harvest over for this year unless we contract somebody else's field. But we do have 6,500 litres of long grain rice to sell directly. It will probably go to the canning factory, I'd have thought. That's usually the best place for us. And for now I will just put this, I won't put it there because that's where we're going to probably put the stable. I'll put it here. Okay. Massey Ferguson. Just drop that off there. Yeah, we want to make some more money out of that drill because it's obviously cost £6,500. We are paying hourly fees on it as well though, so I mustn't forget that. But at the same time, I'm sure we can profit by working somebody else's land. I hope. I really hope. But then again, some of the contracts are not really worth much at all. And indeed, if you rent machinery on certain contracts, you can make a loss. It is possible to make a loss by doing the work. So you're doing even worse than working for nothing. But these are things that may well get patched. I'm not too sure. Maybe it is all part of the experience. Maybe you do have to be more vigilant about what you choose. You really got to think about, is it worth it? Go for a better contract. So I'll just double check these prices, but I'm pretty sure that the long grain rice is going to be going to the canning factory at the port. Long grain rice, L. There we go. So price peaks at 16.74. We can actually get ever so slightly higher than that at certain places. 16.84. Canning factory is not the best, but it's not bad at all. Harbour grain elevator is the best, I think. 16.84. So we'll just tag that and we'll see where that is, because I keep... Oh yeah, that's closer actually. It's still at the port. It's just another area at the port. Beacons on. Let's make some money. We've been here quite a few times. And it is being loaded directly into the Fellowship. Always good when payday comes. We have been waiting all year for this. 11,000. So we are at least back into the 100,000s again. 100,005. I know that the stable is £25,000, so it's not too expensive, meaning we can build that. We can also get Dave, buy Dave, and then next episode we can hopefully buy the others. And then we can also afford to buy the cement for the temple. And like I said, when we deliver the cement to the temple, we will get given some money back. So it's not just a total expense. It's not just like you spend £60,000 and then that's gone. We should get given hopefully £40,000 back, I hope. Big fan of this area. I do like the nice blue sea, the blue water in the forest. Very pretty. And for now, that can go there. So we just have the baler and the sprayer in the way. Just using the telehandler because it's a nice manoeuvrable machine. We still do need another shed just for machinery, and I guess we are building it over there. It's just going to be forever before it is ready. It does take a long time to build a constructible if you don't have the productions already. We don't have the cement factory, so it means we have to buy the materials. It's so expensive. Much worse than just delivering to the temple, because the temple gives us money back, as mentioned. Okay, right, so that has cleared the area. Also, the horses can have hay and oats, which we already have. They will also take carrots and other products like that, other vegetables. So, into construction. Cows, others. bees. I want bees, and I do. Well, we do have some bees, but we need some more. I also want chickens, so we can hopefully get chickens soon. But horses. Here we go. We do have placeable pastures, but we don't really want to be going for that with this one because it's expensive, and we don't have the land for it. It's better just to get this placeable. I don't actually know if it's going to level the ground. It doesn't matter if it doesn't. I don't really know if I want to customize the fence or not, to be honest. That's not too bad already. I think we'll probably just, yeah, we'll just do that. Yeah, it does want to have meadow. So there we go. That is the stable. Big enough for 9 horses. Yeah, I think it was worth doing the meadow because I'm hoping the meadow is going to be considered food, like it is with the water buffalo. Of course, we don't have any animals just yet, but it will appear there in a minute. So, Dave. Where are you, Dave? We need Dave. Oh, because I made it ever so slightly larger. I've actually increased the capacity, I think, to 11. I'm pretty sure it was 9 before. But yeah, I have no idea which one to go for. So I will just go with a bay horse, Dave the Bay. £800 because we do not have a transport trailer. We really should invest in one for the other, well, 10 if we're going to go for 10 more. He will be allocated a name. So it will be quite interesting to see what his name is. Is the transport fee the same? No, it's just a flat rate of 300 each. So that's fine. Yes, I do want to purchase a bay horse. It's Dave. Hello, Dave. But what's your name? What's your real name? Thor. Hello, Thor. You imposter. You're not. You're Dave. There you are. Rename. Yes. What a silly name. Dave is a much better name. No offence to anybody with a horse called Thor. It's a wonderful name. It's just this horse. This is Dave. You can just tell it's a Dave. Oh, don't shine a light in his face, poor thing. Yeah, so don't you escape. So what we need to do is we need to ride Dave daily, the same with all of them, because that's the way that you increase his value. Needs to be a nice, healthy, exercised, fit horse. And we also need to make sure his cleanliness remains up as well. So we're going to need the brush. There is a brush I have seen in animals. There we go, horse brush, £55. Oh yes, I bet he enjoys that. Just avoid the rump. There we go. There we are, Dave. Dave, come back. He's clean. He's 100% clean. Good. Better not get the chainsaw out. But riding is, what, 6%? So, yeah, Dave just needs to... Careful, Dave. Careful. Dave just needs to go for a quick gallop around the farm. Every day. You do need to do that every day. Dave. Right. Okay. So just a quick lap. Hopefully that'll be enough for him. Hey, it's pretty impressive. We've got some nice grass fields for him to run on as well. So have you made your suggestions down below? We need name suggestions. I know that Daggerwin has already been suggested quite a lot for the dog, which we haven't yet got, so I think that's pretty much set in stone. The dog is going to be called Daggerwin. Fair enough. I don't know why, but it just seems that Daggerwin is a popular name for the dog. So how are we doing? Riding 45%, so he's going to need to have another gallop a little bit later on. But for now, we need to get you some food. I will just grab, once again, the trailer. And then we can grab a hay bale as well. But I'm pretty sure the oats would be most welcome. So I'll just go and get some oats first of all. The sad thing is one day we'll have to say goodbye to these horses because they will be sold for a profit. Right, obviously we don't want to be taking all the oats because we do want to sell them. but it is a good feed for the horses. And I suppose the more we get, the bigger the capacity is going to be, so it might only take a tiny amount at the moment. Is this the feed trough here? It looks like it might be. I don't see a trough, but that is definitely where it takes it. Just need to make sure he's got something to eat. It took a lot. Blimey. You put me out of business. Okay, yeah, so that's more than what we can actually fill it to, because we don't have that much. Here is the more in-depth information for Dave. Cleanliness is 61%. It was showing 100 a second ago. What's he done? Oh, I see. It looks better though, having a stable there instead of just a massive open area. That's where that other shed used to be. But that was a pointless shed. We couldn't do anything with it at all. We couldn't even go inside it. So, yeah, no point having it. We'll take 2 of these. We do need to have the hay for the buffalo as well. We'll have to make some more hay. In fact, we do have 2 grass fields ready to cut once again, so we will have to do some more hay. I think we're doing okay for silage. Yeah, there's going to be a greater demand for hay, because if we get sheep, they're going to want hay as well. So the more the better. Right, okay. He's got food. Dave is worth £120. That will go up quite a bit if we look after him properly. See you, Dave. We've got more work to do. So we're going to have to jump into the Kubota here. And, well, it wants 11 pallets of cement bags, which is kind of crazy. Actually, really it needs 12, because it might not consider that to be enough. Yeah, as I said, we are thankfully going to get some money back in a minute. But let's load up. We'll have to bring the truck round. It's currently just keeping out the way. Always handy having the skid steer here. Otherwise we'd have to take the telehandler all the way back over here again, which is not easy. It takes a long time. Right, truck. Where are you, truck? There you are. Hello, train. I don't know why I just spoke to an object which doesn't have ears, but there you go. Alright, I think if we can actually put them onto the truck bed instead of the trailer, that would be easier. So, let's get loading, and I'll see you at the temple. Here we are. Right, so this is going to continue the construction, phase 2 or phase 3. I'm not too sure what we're on. Probably phase 2. Oh, what are you doing? Reverse back, and there we go. So we are back up to £64,300 again. As I said, it's not too bad. It is doable. But it has all the other products. As you can see, bottom right, you can see that it's now processing the cement bags. It's already processing the beams and the long planks, so all is well there. It just needs to be given time, which it will get, because we're now busy over at the yard. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please do remember to like and subscribe. Until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.